And the next thing I want to show you is the chart for home prices. Again, you can see in this chart how home prices from January of 25 did go up mid-year, right around June area. But then look what's happened. They've started to fall off. This is what I mean about you saw that increase going up to mid-year last year, but since then they've dropped quite a bit. So we're now to the point where we're at about a median average price is about 409,000. Now again, that's a national number, but I would argue most markets are experiencing this kind of trend in terms of home prices cooling. Now, are they back to pre-pandemic 2019 levels? No, they're not. But yet they are improved. The home values, the home price levels are better than what they were just 6-7 months ago. That should be looked at as good news for anyone who's contemplating getting into the home purchasing market. So don't underestimate the opportunity that this kind of improvement in home prices, combined with those improvement in rates that we saw on the previous slide, the previous graph, those two things put together give you a pretty good opportunity if you're a home buyer. And in that regard, let me show you the inventory. The inventory has improved, as I mentioned. The inventory there. He's going to pull it up. The inventory of housing supply, listing inventory, it was 3.5 months in January, and then got to 4.7 months in June. Now it's tapered off a little bit, but it's still about 4.2 months at the end of the year. Again, that's what I mean about inventory has improved. There's more inventory to choose from than there used to be. Now, it's not to the 6-month supply that historically is considered normal, but it's a lot better than the less than 2-month supply that we saw coming out of the pandemic 3 or 4 years ago. So the overall message here is ignore the headlines, ignore the prognosticators, in the business channels and so forth, who continue to complain that housing is unaffordable. We have a crisis. I mean, we have a crisis of sorts, but I would argue that the crisis, to the extent there really is one, has more to do with housing and housing inventory and home prices, not as much about mortgage rates. Remember, a few months ago, we had pointed out that there's an index by a particular research firm that looks at current mortgage rates and measures how affordable they are historically. And our current mortgage rates, and this was true even earlier last year when rates were higher than they are now,